All right, so today we'll be doing the upload module. Current system solution is online. So most of the things you do them online. But you have the upload module that can enable you to do some things or some of the things to do them offline. Then whenever you have access to the internet, you can now upload those things and the system will automate them. So that is basically what the upload module does. And not only does the upload module give you the privilege to work offline, there are some things, some data you might want to input into the system that are many. So the template provided by the upload module is going to make it easier for you. So when you download those templates, because current system solution will provide the templates on every module of current system solution. The template is there on the upload module. So it's not something you need to crack your brain to start preparing the template. No, you only need to download the template, then do your work. So those data that are very many or that are bulky, and you can't just be inputting them one after the other. You can download the template from ground system solution upload module, do your work on the template provided, is an Excel sheet, then you upload when you have the time. All right, so this is the upload module here. If you look at the narration or the description, it says upload data in bulk to crown tables from Excel. So let's quickly go to the upload module. We have the upload static, upload transaction, and the upload report. So as usual, let's start with the upload static. But normally, the upload static, for the static side of the upload module, you don't have anything to do here, but just to let us know what the static of the upload module is all about is where we create the tables. Now, these tables are already created in the system, and if there is anyone that should be created as a new addition, the person in charge creates this table. So it takes knowledge in SQL to really be able to create the table. So that's why you don't really need to have knowledge of SQL or MySQL to use the upload. So the table is provided. So all the person needs to do is to download the table and to download the template that's already provided and do his or her work here on the table, then upload seamlessly to current system solution. But basically, the upload static, you have the data upload table. So this is where you create the table using create. So if you have knowledge of SQL, you can do this. Table name, table description, then the module you are creating that table for, then you create. But that notwithstanding, you can't have anything you want to create here. So you do this from the back end of current system solution, where you can now be able to specify the fields, specify the field characteristics, like the number of characters each field is supposed to take. If it's going to be just numbers or alphabet or alphanumerical, or they're going to contain special characters. So you specify the speed property. So you do that via the back end of current system solution. Now, having said that, we're not going to waste much time on the upload static data. We go to upload transaction where we do most of our works. So first of all, we have the data upload inquiry. Then we have the data upload operation. We'll come back to this data upload inquiry later. But let's concentrate on data upload operation, which is actually where we do the upload um, activities from or into ground system solution. So clicking on the data upload operation, we have delimiter here, which actually you are not expected to do anything unless, of course, what you are seeing here is either pipe, exclamation, or tilde. But what we use, what current system solution is designed to accept is a rich text file in the form of comma delimiter. That is why once you come to this data upload operation, you have comma delimiter defaulted to this place, this particular field. So it's always anything you are preparing in the Excel sheets and you want to upload into current system solution. For current system solution to recognize that data and upload it, then you need to convert that file to comma delimiter before current system can upload, can accept that upload. Right. So we have target table. So once you want to either download the template or you want to upload the template, once you come to this particular window, this delimiter, I don't expect you to do anything here, unless of course you are not seeing comma delimiter here. Then you can, from this drop-down menu, you select comma delimiter. But there have not been any occasion whereby you open that upload operation and you will not see comma delimiter here. That is how the system was designed. Now, the target table, if you click on this place, you discover that all the tables, irrespective of the module, you can find them here. You can find them here. So any data you want to upload into the system, now remember when we are doing all the other modules, I explained that these ones, they are sub menus here. Let's take static example, data, for example, in current enrollment. And this class enlisting is a table. This class enlisting table, this one is a 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 table. So you can either create or make your entries into the system by the manual method, like you are using create here, or you can do it via the upload module. So here, class enlisting, we have these fields. I explained just to give us a recap. We have these ones. This class ID is a field. Class position is a field. Relative exam position is a field. Class tutor is a field. Next promotion class is a field. All these ones, they are fields. So now, if you want to create anything using the upload module and you want to create classes, now the template you are going to download will be template of class enlisting table. Now let's go back, or if you are going to do classes and subject mapping, that is the template you are going to download, and that is the template you are going to use to fill in the data and upload it. So when you download the template of class enlisting table and you do your work there via the Excel and you upload it, you are not required to do any other thing. The only thing you are required is to do your work how it's supposed to be. Then once you upload, then the system will populate this table. You populate this table irrespective of how many classes you created. The system will populate it and those classes will be here. Same as all these other tables here, not only limited to current enrollment, but every other module in current system solution, including billing, assessment, or movement tracking, all the modules in current system, in short, so to say, you do them via upload. You have many data to. In fact, as a matter of fact, when we are doing implementation and we are implementing a school from the scratch, what we use to upload their data or to put their data into their own environment is the upload module. Because we can't come and be putting the inputs one after the other. So we download the template, fill in the data there, like the students, whether 1,000, 1 million, we use the Excel, we upload, then the system populates that and automates that information where they are supposed to be in the system. And if you are capturing things like billing, you are capturing things like we saw when we are doing the movement tracking yesterday. If you are capturing attendance of students or employees, you use the upload. There are many. And if it is something you don't come and be doing one after the other or doing it daily as it should, you can use your upload model for that. So having explained that quickly, we come back to this place. So data upload operation. Create let us download one or two tables, then create data with them and input data on those tables and upload. Now let us, okay, you see current accounting, branch, this branch table, this and that and that. So you can either scroll down, or if you don't have the time, you can just quickly search for the table you want to upload. Things like class and listing, you can just type class here, and you see class facility, class subject classification, class billing, and everything that has to do with class. You see here. But what I want is class and listing, or classes table. Classes table. This is it. Classes table. So if you download this template, just click on it. Download. Click on download template. Now let me open that. It's already downloaded and saved in my system in the download part of the system. So this is the for the class and listing. Now this is it. Now you see this is a field. The class code should come under here. The class name, class position, class stream, standard position flag, class size, class tutor, assistant, class tutor, class grade, next promotion class, then report card mapping and all that. So now let us go back to the system. Let's go to class, to current enrollment status data, class and listing traits. Now you discover that every field that you have here, you have it on the Excel. So it's more or less you are filling out the form. You are filling out the form. Now, like when I was treating the enrollment, I said, when you're at a loss on how to create this, all you need to do is just go to the report side of that module. Enrollment report here. Now, go to live table. Go to classes. Classes table. This is classes table here. Click on load. Look at how the ones that were created here were created. Then follow the same example and do what you are required to do on the Excel. Now, you discover that what you are seeing here is more or less the Excel file. Class code, class name, class position. This is it here. Class code, class name, class position, class stream. The same thing you are seeing here under the live table is the same thing you are going to see under the it's the same thing you are going to see on the Excel sheet. Even to grade, next promotion class, students, report card mapping. The only thing you are not going to see on the Excel sheet is the last two fields or the last two columns that are there, because they are system populated. This inputter and input date and time, they are system populated, so you are not going to see them there. So can we create a class? Can we create a class? Who is there with me? Samuel and Peace. Can we create a class?
We can see it.
All right. So now we see class code. Class code. Let's create a class. Let's do a class code.
GSS1.
No, we already have JSS1 in the system. You can't do that. It's going to be a duplicate. We already have
Year 11.
what?
Year 11.
11. Okay. Have we collected that before? Eleven. Let's give it a class name. First of all, let's check if you have that in the system. Let's start using the class name. We have year 7. All right, and the class position is 19. So it's good to have those at the back of your mind. To have year 11 class position, it should be 20. Now class stream, let's go back. How is the class stream? C, D, A, or whatever, right? You just need to put in either is going to be A, class stream, A. Let's do the same thing here. Control C, Control C, Control V. Then that should be V. All right. Standard position flag. Class form, classes, or that. Okay, let's use class form. All right, class size 25, 25, 25. Class tutor, you have a class tutor. Now, these ones, they are not compulsory fees. So you don't have this information, you can leave it and do it later.
Okay.
Or do we do it immediately? Do we do it immediately?
You can.
We can do it immediately.
Yeah.
Right. Next promotion class. We don't have any class that is higher than the 11. So we put the 11 here. All right. Let us look for class size, class tutor, class grade, the promotion class, student report card mapping. All right, let's look for an employee code in the system. So we just need to go to enrollment static employee biodata, right? Okay, let's use this. 001, 006, 009, 006, 007. All right, let's search for EMO 0, 11, 12, 13, 11, 13, and 14. And 14. All right, so we have filled this form, so we save it. We save it now. Now, assuming we did this offline, now we have internet access. Now we want to upload that into the system. All we need to, since we have finished with that, we'll come to upload now. Upload transaction. Now remember, we are going to select the table we want to upload from. The same table we downloaded the template. That is the same table we're uploading into. So here we do classes. Classes. This is it. We're uploading into this table. Let's select the file from where we saved it, which is this one. And just to be sure, let me save it again. Now remember, it's in comma delimiter. Yes. Now, how do you know? If you come to this place, click on Save As. Now, you will see that the Save As type, from all the Save As type that we have here, the Save As type is in comma delimiter. So that is what the system accepts. CSV, comma delimiter. So if you look at here, you discover that we have comma delimiter here, comma delimiter. So let's select this file, click on, select it, then all things being equal, that is supposed to upload. Now, you see table name, upload date, upload time, uploaded by, this is my username. Total records uploaded, we created 3 and 3 were uploaded. Total records rejected, none were rejected. So what we uploaded was successful. Now, let us go back and look at the classes table. If what we uploaded was actually populated in the classes table. So we'll go back to enrollment, go to here, classes and listing, update. Now let us start for year 11. Now YR11, and that is it. Is that it?
Yes,
Are we
yeah.
together?
Yeah.
Year 11. Year 11. Oh, year 11. We only have year 11C. We are supposed to have year 11 A, B, and C. We are supposed to have year 11 A, B, and C. So it appears it only took C and it did not populate the A and the B. So what could have gone wrong? A, B, and C. Only took this, didn't take this. These two. Why? Let's delete that. Let's delete that again. Class name. All right. I think I know the reason we did not take these ones. The class code is the same. The class code should have been unique. Are we together now? The class code should have been unique.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that was why we didn't populate that. So let's save that. We have made the class code unique. The 11A, the 11B. Let's save that. Let's do the upload again. Upload transaction, remember? That upload operation. This one is what it's supposed to be. Now, the target table, classes, choose a file, as a file, upload, uploaded now. Now, let's go back to home, enrollment, technique, listing, date. Now, can we see them here now? Can we see my
Yeah.
screen? Right.
Yes.
So let us view. So everything we feed is the way they are supposed to be. So that is class. Can we do one more? Can we create maybe 2 students and upload? Let us create the student. Now, upload transaction, at upload operation, students. That's the table. This for student by data registration. I have it as student. Let's download the template. Let's open that. Yeah, so this is for the student. So everything you need to, all the information you need to upload the student here. All right, let's please give me one admission number each. Hello, are you there?
ST04.
ST04? Did you say ST04?
Yeah.
04. Okay. Entry session 2023. You must know the entry session the system is in currently. Then entry term is TM002. TM002. Entry class. Um,
For me.
Current class. Let us use what we created now. The 11. Now, one thing you should know when you are doing upload is that you need to know the codes. You use the codes and not the names.
Okay. Okay.
The codes and not the names. So if you look at what I'm doing here, I am using the codes. And just note that some of these fields, they are not compulsory fields. So you just, when you get to the system, you see the ones that are compulsory fields. Status, ROS, I think that should be 001. Remember what I explained by status? Remember? Do you remember status?
Which one repeats like that?
Depression code. This is the status. This is status ROS001. I use ROS001 because it is current. Now, full annex scene. Then look at why I use AN001. So this is the annex. That's the branch of the school we are dealing with. That's why I use this and this. Now, surname, please, will you give me a name? Can you give me a name, please?
Paul.
Who?
Paul.
Paul. Paul. Silas. Matthew. Then photograph, you can't actually attach that in Excel. So the date of birth, 17 October 2021. 28 December. Madras. All right. For the states, let us look for. Let's look at the states in the system, state and listing. Let's look at the state code. Uh, let's use this. Code. This is where we are now. This is where we are now currently on the Excel sheet. So we are done with that. Now, sponsor name. Sponsor phone number. Now, there's one thing you need to know when you are doing anything phone number. Always format the column to text. Format the column to text because once the number gets 11, the system is going to change it. And you're not going to get what you're supposed to get. So that's why we format the phone number to text. So you know how to use Excel very well? Samuel, do you know how to use Excel very well?
Not really.
Also, yeah.
Okay, so this is how to format the column. Just go to the right of the column, right click. Now you're going to
Uh-huh.
format the text, then go to format cell. Now you can format the cell using any of these, but we want the cell to be text. So we are formatting the text, the cell to be text so that number will remain. So you see that there's a there's something at the top of the cell indicating that it is formatted to text. So our phone number will now remain our phone number. Now, sponsor email. Father's name, mother's profession. Look at where we are now. We have done this. Look at where we are now. This is where we are now. Parents details. Father's name. Name here. Mr. Yeah. Now note these ones they are not compulsory fields. So if you don't have that information, you can as well leave them. You look at this place, you see that they are not compulsory fields. So you can as well leave them if you don't have the information. But if you have it, there's no harm in filling them out. Father's phone. Remember, we're formatting this cell. It has to do with phone number, so we'll format it to test. Test. And we can now type 234 813 56795. 234 81 that. Father's email. father@mail.com. Mother's name. Mrs. Smith. Mrs. Douglas. Mother's profession. Yeah. Mother's phone. This has to do with phone. We format the test. So anywhere you are dealing with phone, in when you are using anywhere at all, not only in trans system solution, when you are dealing with numbers that are more than 11 and is related to phone, and you are using Excel, you are using something like comma delimiter, it's advisable that you format that particular column to text. If not, when you do the upload, the system is going to upload another thing apart from the number. So you just need to specify that this is what you need that particular number to appear whatever system it is that you're uploading that. So you format this to cell. Okay, it's in text already. 444 4401 this that 44 this that 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 44 this that this that. All right. Mother's mail. Mother@mail.com. Former school, last class, living for living, then that. So, from this column, AI, AJ to AO. I don't have this information. I don't have this information, so I'm not going to bother myself with them. And moreover, they are not compulsory fees. And what I just need to do is to fill in the previous school name, and um, they are not compulsory fees. So I'm just going to leave it out altogether. So the only thing I need to do now is the admission date and the admission letter, the admission date and the admission method, admission date, admission method. That is what I am going to fill in now. So the admission method, we have uh, admission date 10/01/2023. Okay, let's use this date. Then admission method, we have regular admission and all that. We have regular admission and transfer. So we're going to use regular admission. So admission date. Admission method, and we copy that. Regular admission, regular admission. So we just need to type in that there. Regular admission, regular admission. You just need to get the typing correctly. So for you to, if you don't want to make any mistake, you can just go to the enrollment report, live table report, go to student. The registration table, student biodata table rather, load the report. You see, the same thing like the what we saw in the Excel, or what we are seeing in the Excel rather. So regular admission or transfer. So the same thing. So let's copy from here, assuming we don't know what to type. And let's test it here. And let's test it here. So we are done. The only thing I need to is the class, the house code. Let me even see if we have houses already captured in the system. Student house update. All right, we have green house and yellow house, 001 and 002. Okay, 001. 01. All right, so all things being equal, we are filling the information we need to do, but there's one thing we need to do. Like I said concerning the numbers, you need to format the numbers to the number column to text in order to get your number. Anywhere you see date, anytime you are using crown system solution now, peculiar to crown system solution, I don't know about other systems. There's a date format the system accepts, and that date format is year, day, and year, month, day. That's YYY, DD, YYY, MM, and DD. That is what the system accepts. So we are going to format all the columns that has date on them, especially when you are capturing for movement tracking, attendance. You just need to take note of that. So we are going to format the date columns to what they are supposed to be. So the normal process, go to on top of the column, right click on it, go to format cell, then date. This is date here. Then select the date format, which is this one. Yeah, month, day. This one now. Click on OK. You see, it has changed. Day, month, day. Now, where else do we have dates? We have dates, regular admission here. Admission date rather. Format cell, dates, that. We have anywhere we have date again? No. All right, so we are done. We can save this. We can now upload. Let's go and upload. That should be upload module. Data upload operation. Select the target table, events. As you hit here, the file you're uploading is the file. You upload, out is uniform. It should upload successful. But here I didn't upload successful. So why didn't it upload successful? Why didn't this upload successful? Now, this is going to take me to this data upload inquiry. So anytime you upload anything in the system is going to just give you the analysis of how you fed the data upload. So if there are records that were uploaded, you will see total record uploaded here. Then if there are records that are rejected, you will see it here. Now, if you go ahead to click on this icon here, error, then the system will be able to tell you where that error is coming from. Now, error on record this, record 2, error on record 3. So this is record 2. This is record 2 here. And this is record 3. So the system is going to point out exactly the row where that error has occurred. Are we together?
Yes.
All right. So the system will point out the exact row where that error occurred. So if you're uploading 100 things, like 100 entries, and the system accepted 65 and 35, you have error on them. If you click on error, the system will point out the rows where those errors occur. Now, not only will the system point out the row, it will tell you where that error occurred exactly. That's the particular column. Now we see error on record 2 with column and value admission number ST004. All this, and all that. Now, where is the error? He said, Crown Nigeria students, constraint, student previous class, foreign key, previous class, reference classes, class code. So what it means here is that the previous class, which is this one, are you seeing the previous class here?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's telling us that this previous class cannot be found in the system. So it was not enrolled in the system. So let us confirm that. The same thing here is still telling us here that the student previous class is a foreign key. So it cannot be found in the class code. The class code is not found anywhere in the system. So let's confirm. Let's confirm that. Home, Crown enrollment, static, classes and listing. Now let us search for this class. Then let us search for this class. Control C. Control V. So you discover that that class was not in the system. Did we see that now? Are we together?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can't maneuver the system. You can't. So let us use the class that's already enrolled in the system now. SS1A. Control C here. Go back to our Excel file. Then put the correct thing. Control V. Control V. Now save. Now we found where the error is. Previous class, this and that. So any of them, if there's error in any of the columns, on any of the rows, the system will point it out directly. So you go to the column, you go to the row first of all, you look at the error, and you find out the column where that error occurred. And you do the right thing, you upload that, and the system accepts that. So let's go back to the upload transaction. Now, remember, we have what I just explained is this data upload inquiry. So you can even come back. So if you look at all these things that we uploaded here, if you look at them, you see that look at this one now. Student attendance. You see administration, administrator is the one. Now you see that this particular one here, the total record uploaded successfully was 768, and the system rejected 20 out of those records, 20 records. So this plus this should have made up 788 records. But instead of uploading the whole, the system accepted this and rejected this. So if you go to here, now this record of this error occurred in the row 770, 771, 700 and whatever it is that the numbers are here. So that is how the system will show you. So what is the error? It's the admission number cannot be null. So the person that did that upload did not fill out anything in a compulsory field, which is admission number. So he needed to have filled out admission number, but he didn't fill it. And that admission number is a compulsory field. Now note that this particular file that we are using as a test for this student now, there are some fields I did not fill. I did not fill out these ones. From here to here, I did not fill them out. Because why? They are not compulsory fields, and I don't have them. So no need to be disturbing my brain concerning them. I just leave them blank. They are not, if they have been compulsory fields, so I needed to fill them. If not, if I have every other thing correctly filled out in this particular file, the system will still not accept that. Now that we have done the correction, let us upload. That upload operation, select file students, select the file. This is the file here. Upload. Now, total record uploaded. We have corrected. The system now accepted that record. Now, let's check the system and see if those what we uploaded they are there. And that should be student biodata, right? Okay, so let's start with admission number. And we have ST001, ST004 rather, Control C, search, Control V. That's it there. Can we see my screen now?
Yeah.
So let us do a bit. When we do a bit, you see that everything, single thing that we uploaded, everything, single thing that we feed out on the Excel sheet, all of them are in the right place they are supposed to be. Then we didn't fill anything in previous school. Right, so back, let us do view for it. It's not only that, if you have Luke Silas here, look at Luke Silas. So if you do view, all the information that are there, then you can upload the picture now. You can upload the picture. So who did that? Who created that? That is me. When did I create it? This is the date, 27th, and what's the time? This is the time that I did the upload. All right. I want to believe that with those two examples, you can build from there and use the upload module effectively. Do you have any questions?
No questions.
Okay. From your side, Samuel, any questions?
No questions.
Now, just to do a brief recap. So each of the tables in count system respective of the modules they are found here. So if you know the module name, you can just start using the module name. You can just start using the module name. This is class subject classification. That is classes and subject mapping. Assign subject. This is employee and resource mapping here. Subject mapping, classes and subject. This is here. So this is where you create subject. Now subject and listing. This is it. Subject. So everything I have to do with subject, the system brought it out for me because I use the SAS. Even comment, report card comment. If you want to fill in report card comment, this is here. Let us download it. Just download the template and see. Download this template for report card comment. And this is it. This is for report card comment here. This is template for it. So this is template for it here. Now let us download for assessment. Max data capture. This is max. You want to capture using the upload module. This is the template. This is for max. This is for max data capture here. All right, so all the templates are here. And if you have a loss on how to fill out the template, go to the particular module. If it is enrollment, if it is billing, go to the particular module. Like billing, for example, go to the report, go to live table. Select the same table, live table, like this currency table now, for example. Select the same table, click on load. So however you see that it was done here, then do the same. Or if you have not created anything, if it is an empty table, create one using the manual method. Then come back to the live table. See how it appears here. Then do the same on the Excel and the system will upload it. Now, if you encounter any error while uploading, the system will still give you where that error is coming from, the row and the column, so that you can go back and you can correct your error and redo the upload, and the system will accept that. So the thing, you can get perfect with it with practice. So I expect when you are doing it at the first time, you encounter some errors too, but with practice, you get to know how and be very conversant with the system. All right, I think that will bring us to the end of this upload module for today. So the last module will come up next tomorrow, crown administration. Then when we do that crown administration, we see the mobile app and we'll wrap it up. So any last comments before we call it a day?
No.
No question.
No question, no comment. All right. Thank you very much for your time.
All right.
Thank you very much, sir.
Next training session.